The idea going around this was to make a street legal, drivable car that we can drive cross country to Bonneville, race it, go 200 miles an hour, drive it back home, 1,400 miles each way. I had an idea and I just kind of stuck with it. I didn't really care what other people said. This is what I wanted. I love wagons. I am a big Mopar forward look guy. So when I found this car, I had to have it. The initial idea was to build a hot rod with it. More of a street car than anything. Pro touring maybe.
But then Greg found himself getting more into the land speed racing scene.
Once that happened, the idea of this car just started to evolve. We kind of put together a whole build plan and started from there. If you're a land speed racer, you know that you want your car heavy, at least out at Bonneville. There's no carbon fiber, there's no fiberglass. The intention was to create a heavy car, and you need that for traction.
Greg grew up in a car-crazy family. He was driving his first ride at the age of 8. Although Project 606 is Greg's baby, he considers the car a team effort, with work put in by all the guys in his shop. To get this ride race ready for its first trip to Bonneville, it took 2.5 years.
We did quite a bit of alterations up here in the grille and in the bumper. We've got the old school front end dragster air scoop. We've got our forge line wheels. These are the street wheels. We also have a set of race wheels and race tires, and they are completely custom built to wrap around and give enough clearance for our giant Brembo brakes. You're gonna notice that all the glass on this thing is Lexan. There's no actual glass. This is a very forward look type windshield where it has this bubble here, and it also wraps around. This is now a 2-door, but it was originally a 4-door car. The 2-door is about 8 inches longer, but that meant this whole area here, we had to hand form and kind of graft it into the original rear quarter panel. The top has been chopped 3 inches. All the pillars had to be redone. The color on the car, it's a one-off color. When you get this car in different lights, it's constantly changing color. But sometimes it's got a gold look, sometimes it's super green, sometimes it's gray. On the inside, our transmission, clutch, and bell housing, that's all exposed. Each lever is for its own gear. This car is all steel, and this whole front clip here is removable. Now you can see the power plant. This is a 528 cubic inch Hemi. It runs off 92 octane pump gas. We went out to Bonneville with the idea of just test and tune, get some seat time in it, maybe work out some bugs if we have to. I was hoping just to make it down the track a couple of times. The car really ran flawlessly. We didn't have hardly any issues. We ended up making a total of 4 runs. First run we made was like 125 miles an hour and just kind of slowly built it up from there. The last run, it ran 160 miles an hour. I held it at that speed for about a half mile, and then I pulled the chutes and got out of it. The feedback was amazing. Most people don't know what it is or what the intent is. They're not really sure what to say. You'll see a lot of cars at a car show that are really nice, but most of them are not functional. To actually have a car that works and does what it's supposed to do is a huge achievement in itself.